A powerful earthquake strikes Iran. Within minutes, social media erupts with fear and speculation. Was this a natural disaster, or something far more dangerous? At the same time, tensions between Iran and the United States are rising fast. Talks, threats, and military warnings. So what is really happening? Let's take a closer look. Senior Iranian officials say they are preparing for talks with the United States. This comes as President Donald Trump increases pressure on Tehran to negotiate a new deal. The talks are expected to focus on two key issues: Iran's nuclear program and its missile capabilities. President Trump says Iran is now negotiating seriously. This follows the deployment of U.S. warships near Iranian waters. But Tehran tells a different story. Iranian officials say they will not negotiate under threats or pressure, and Iran's supreme leader has issued a clear warning. If the United States starts a war, it will not stay limited. It will spread across the region. When Iran speaks of a regional war, the message is clear. U.S. bases across the Middle East could be targeted. So could Israel and key Gulf nations. But Iran is not speaking only to Washington. It is also speaking to Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Qatar, and other regional powers. These countries fear that a US-Iran conflict would destabilize the entire Middle East. Since restoring diplomatic ties with Iran in 2023, Saudi Arabia has pushed for stability. For Riyadh, peace is essential to economic growth and domestic reform. Iran appears to be urging these regional players to pressure the United States to step back from military action. Iran has also announced live-fire military exercises near the Strait of Hormuz. This is one of the world's most important shipping routes. Iran cannot match US military power directly, but it can raise the stakes. These drills send a message. Iran is ready to respond, but experts warn the risks are growing. With US and Iranian forces operating so close together, a misunderstanding or miscalculation could quickly spiral out of control. Even an accident could trigger a major escalation. Then came the earthquake. On February 1st, 2026, a magnitude 5.2 quake hit Iran's Bushehr province. The region is home to Iran's only operational nuclear power plant. Almost immediately, social media filled with alarming claims. Some posts suggested this was not an earthquake at all. They claimed it was a secret nuclear test. But science tells a different story. International monitoring agencies and seismic experts say the data is clear. The earthquake originated between 10 and 18 kilometers underground. That depth is consistent with natural tectonic activity. Nuclear tests occur much closer to the surface and produce very different seismic signals. Iran also sits on one of the world's most active fault zones. Earthquakes there are common. There is no evidence that this earthquake was linked to a nuclear test. But in a time of rising tensions, fear spreads fast. Military pressure, political threats, and online misinformation are a dangerous combination. As diplomacy continues behind the scenes, the world is watching closely, hoping this crisis ends at the negotiating table, not on the battlefield.